Welcome back to another episode of Up Close. And today, who do we have?
We have your girl Sonsa. How are you?
I'm great. Yourself?
I'm doing well today. It's another beautiful day in Miami.
So tell us a little bit about yourself and what is it that you do?
Yeah, so my name is Sonsa. I'm a creative director and a fashion stylist based here in Miami. I do a lot of different things, to be honest with you. I like to call myself like a jack of all trades, trying to make everything make sense, if that makes sense. So basically, I do fashion styling, I do creative direction for different brands, for personal clients. I do modeling myself, but over like the last year, I really learned how to explore my talents through new lenses and just take the back seat and
Nice.
be the distributor.
Okay, I see you do fashion. You look very fashionable today.
Just a little song. This ain't really nothing, but it's a little song.
So can you stand up for the model camera so we can see what you have?
Oh yeah, I just
There
have
we
on a
go.
little pair of jeans and a cute
Okay.
little boot, and a little top.
All right,
Ain't
nice.
nothing, ain't nothing. This is my little I'm just going outfit. You know what I mean? Just run errands in this fit.
Okay, great. So what made you want to go into fashion?
Well, if I'm gonna be honest with you, over the last 4 years, I've really been on this huge spiritual journey of figuring out, I'm 23, so figuring out, what I want the, trajectory of my life to look like. And I learned in doing that, I had to go back in my past to figure out really who I was without any outside influences. So when I went back and I really looked into myself, fashion was always there. It's always been who I was. It was always my identity. Based on how I dress is really based on my mood for the day. So I really just went into that. And as I, went and did some research on myself, I guess you would say, I knew that was going to be my way out. You know what
Got
I'm
you.
saying? I knew that's the one thing that I can do, and I'm just free to do it, and it feels right. I'm God-fearing, so I keep getting signs that I'm on the right road.
And then you mixed it into modeling?
Yeah, when I first came to Miami, I was trying to just make some extra money. I was always great in front of the camera. You get what I'm saying? I know how to work a camera. So I started getting into modeling, doing low-scale stuff, video vixen type things, doing little freelancing jobs. And in me exploring that and figuring out exactly where my place was in that, area, I learned that, I can do, it was a way for me to, show all of my talents in one setting. So let's say I have a project, right, and I'm the starring model, right? And I'm putting the fashion together, and I'm putting the concept of the photo shoot together, and I'm getting all of the people to make this, mechanism, machine work. You get what I'm saying? So in me being in all of these spaces, I learned and I chose what to take with me to start my own business. So that's what I'm doing now.
Got you.
Yeah.
And how is the modeling business in Miami? Is it more competitive or is it more networking? How would you describe it?
If I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, there is a model market out here, but I don't feel like it's where a lot of other major cities in the country are, like New York, LA, even Atlanta. You get what I'm saying? Because there isn't really like a hub here. It's mainly people that come to Miami to shoot something, or they have a project they want to do out here, but there really isn't much based in Miami. So with that being said, you really just have to build your own team. You get what I'm saying? And make sure your name is going into the right doors.
Okay. And just give us the experience of your first shoot, your first photo shoot as a model.
Oh, I actually remember this very well. So when I first came to Miami and I was interested in doing modeling, I actually met this other model. And, I was like 18. So I was like, how do you get into modeling? She had like 250,000 followers on Instagram. And I was like, oh my God, you know what I mean? Like, she's been doing it for years. So I asked her. And the funny thing is, she kind of blew me off. I don't think she really knew that I was serious about it. But another person that was at that same table with us, she was actually a photographer. So when she overheard our conversation, she was like, hey, I'm a photographer. You know what I mean? If you ever want to shoot something, let's shoot. And I took her down for that. And we did like this cowgirl-ish type of photo shoot. And we shot like a little video with it. And after the shoot, she was like, girl, you have it. You're in there. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm just trying to take pictures, see what, if it's for me or not. She was like, no, you have to do more. You have to keep going. Like, you have a talent and it shines through you. So I really just took ahead of that. And over like again like this last 3-4 years, I've really just been building myself up, building a team around me, injecting myself in communities. And yeah, that's really how the first experience went.
Okay, great. So we're gonna ask you some rapid fire questions,
Woo,
and you
child.
just give us the answers, quick as you can.
Okay, I'm ready. What we got?
Do you believe in soulmates?
Yes, I do.
When you can't sleep, what keeps you up at night?
My family. I worry about my family a lot.
What's the best compliment you've ever received?
I like your outfit today.
What do you consider the ultimate comfort food?
Planted. Listen, I know these are rapid fire questions, but if there was ever a world where plantain went extinct, God, take me with you. Take me with you. Cause listen, plantain, I can't get enough. Fried, I don't care. I love me some plantain.
Okay, what kind of plant? From any culture?
Plantain? Well, I'm Nigerian.
Okay.
So we really make like the sweet plantain. I know they
Sweet
got like the
plantain.
green one. Yeah, I don't really mess with that one too much. But like the sweet plantain, and listen, this is the trick, right? You gotta wait until it's like real black. And it's gonna sound weird, but when it's black, that means all the juices is out and it's sticky and it's sweet and you fry it up, sprinkle a little salt in it. Baby, listen, that's a meal. Even a little hot sauce maybe. But yeah.
Got you. What do you consider your best physical feature?
Oh. It has to be a tie between, I have a very small waist and like it really just complements my body. So it has to be with like in my waist, so I guess my body shape, and maybe even my smile. And it's weird because I'm really insecure about my teeth, but I have a beautiful smile.
Got you.
So yeah,
What are the top 3 ways you deal with stress?
pray. I really try to do a lot of self-reflection. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know if I go over the edge of it too much, with just analyzing my life and myself. But I have seen over the course of like my adult life, at least, that has helped me monumentally. And talking to my loved ones. I mean, I got, people here.
What's your favorite color?
Pink, 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 pinkalicious, anything pink, everything pink. I love pink.
Okay, what's your morning routine?
Oh, okay. Well, I usually wake up. Kind of embarrassed to say this, but I check my phone. And then, I get up, brush my teeth, wash my face. I usually just go right ahead and like, probably make myself something to eat. But lately, I've really been taking a moment for myself and talking to God. This is a new journey, maybe within like the past month, but it's working. So I do that when I wake up in the morning.
What's your favorite holiday?
I'm Muslim. So I was raised Muslim. So my favorite holiday would have to be Eid, which actually today is Eid. So
Okay.
yeah, Eid Mubarak to all my Muslims out there.
And what does that holiday represent?
Well, we have 2 major Eids. This Eid actually represents when you guys know him too if you're Christian, but we know him as Prophet Ibrahim or Abraham. He had to sacrifice his son, but he did it. God struck his hand, told him not to do it. So this Eid, that's really what we celebrate. And usually you're supposed to go with your family, sacrifice an animal, and like give the meat to the poor. So that's what this holiday represents.
What's something you used to believe about relationships but no longer do?
I believed, I don't really have much experience. I've never really been in like in a relationship for more than like a year and a half. But from my experience in relationships, it's not more so something I believed. I just saw the good in a lot of people. I saw the potential in people. I saw the potential to grow. But I had to learn that, it's up to them to, build their own lives, and I can't hang on to a fairy tale. Yeah.
Horror movies or comedies?
That's rough, because I love me some stand-up comedy. Not even just like comedy movies. I like stand-up comedy, Def Jam, all that extra stuff, comedy Def Jam, all that extra stuff. But I love me some horror. So it really just depends on my mood, just like my outfits.
Morning person or night person?
I'm a morning person.
Hair up or hair down?
I have a beautiful face, so I do like to put my hair up, but I realize I wear my hair down a lot. But if I wear it down, sometimes, most of the time, I usually wear it pushed back. So, hey.
Money or happiness?
Happiness.
What do you think the meaning of life is?
Ooh. The meaning of life? I could give you a straightforward answer, but what the meaning of life means to me is success. And I don't mean success, in the textbook terms, but my idea of what success is family, building a legacy, really. I feel like we're all here to build a legacy in whatever way you can, whether that's you having children and building a family, whether that's you helping out so many different communities, just figuring out and, achieving your life's calling, which you were here and placed here on earth to achieve. I feel like that's my meaning of life.
What's your favorite thing to do on a rainy day?
I don't like the rain. Is that weird? I was born in April, so my birthday is springtime. It used to rain on my birthday like every year when I was a child. So I hated the rain because it ruined my birthday. Um, but on rainy days, I guess I really just like to sit inside and watch some movies. I know it's a cliche answer, but for me it's like, oh, it's raining. Like the whole day's going to shit.
Do you believe in monogamy?
Child, see, this is a conversation me and my best friend were having a couple weeks ago. I feel like that's a very complex question. I do feel like by nature women are monogamous, but I also feel like by nature men are polygamous. So, with that being said, a man can be monogamous, but I feel like in their nature, their biological makeup, they were made to be polygamous. Again, this can go back to religion or whatever you believe, your cultural beliefs, but that's just what I believe. But yeah, I do believe in monogamy. I do want to be a monogamous relationship. But I'm also aware that there are people on this earth, especially men, not all men, but most men, your genetic makeup is really to be polygamous. I understand that part.
So have you ever had friends with benefits?
No.
Do you believe in second chances?
Yes.
What would be your perfect first date?
Whatever the man plans. Except for going to his house. I'm not going to nobody's house. You're not going to invite me to your crib to chill. We're not about to go smoke up in your crib and watch a movie. I could do that at my house. Do you get what I'm saying? But if a man
Got
really
you.
takes his due diligence into planning out a day where, I don't even have any say. He say, hey, call me up. What you doing today? I tell him I'm free. Well, get ready and, just be ready for me to come pick you up. And, whatever we do, I'm grateful, honestly. It could be an ice cream date. It could be we go to Bahamas. But the fact that they took initiative to, and understood that my time is valuable, I appreciate that.
What's the best piece of advice you've ever been given?
See, this is the funny thing. I'm usually the advice friend. I'm usually the friend that everybody comes to for advice. But I really have to credit that to my grandmother because I feel like she really just raised us. Her biggest thing was, can't say I didn't tell you. And because I know, I have to make sure that you know. So I really can't say that there's one big piece of advice because I feel like I live by a lot of the things that she just taught me as a child. You know what I mean? I feel like she really challenged my mind. She challenged my mind a lot. So I really just carry those lessons with me. Yeah.
And when it's all said and done, how do you want to be remembered by your loved ones?
Whoa. See, I never thought about it like that. How do I want to be remembered by my loved ones? I want to be remembered as the family member who got out there and got it, beyond all means. And I don't really know. That's a really good question because I've never even thought about how I would like my family to remember me. I guess my biggest thing right now, my family is a huge part of my life, especially my siblings. And I guess as long as they know that, I got their back, there's really nothing else, I really can't answer that straight shot.
Got you. So go on and tell everybody where they can follow you and keep up to date with what you got going on.
Yes, so my name is Sonsa. You can follow me on Instagram at s.onsa_. I have a TikTok. It's called Sonsa Style. So sonsa.stylez. And I have a Twitter. I don't really use it, but you can follow me on Twitter at Olala. So it's OLALAAA. A lot of A's. But yeah, that's where you guys can find me. Check me out. I post constantly. I'm always, figuring out new ways to explore my talents. I'm always looking to connect with more people in Miami area, Atlanta area, New York area. I'm based everywhere. Okay.
And in closing, what advice would you give someone who wants to be a fashion designer?
Listen to yourself. You know why you're getting into this business. You know what fashion means to you. And that varies. Just because your style may be different from what you see walking around or something that other people don't understand, you understand it, and there is a market for you. So keep going.
Got you. And thanks for joining us today. We appreciate you. And we'll see you next time on Up Close.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys for having me. This was a pleasure.